What's up, guys? In this video I'm going to be talking about a situation that I had recently a couple days ago where it was me and my cousin, and we ended up pulling two girls back to our place. He ended up hooking up with his girl, I ended up hooking up with my girl. Alright, and there's a lot of lessons to be learned throughout this whole situation, so let's get right into it. So first off, this wasn't a pure cold approach. He already knew one of the girls. He's been on a date with her once, and she was with her cousin as well. So what had happened was, it was like after 2 a.m. because, you know, me and my cousin were out just at the club. But what happened was, they were like, oh yeah, like I want to hang out with you, but like we want to go downtown and like look at whatever's downtown. And I was like, no dude, we're not gonna go downtown. We've been downtown for like 3 hours already. Let's just find an excuse to get them back to our place. So, you know, because I just want to go home. We've been downtown for 3 hours. So I was like, we have darts at our place. Just tell them to come over and we can play darts. So that's what he told them. They ended up being cool with it. They gave us the address. We went to their place, picked them both up. And as soon as they got in the car, like, I was very charismatic, joking with them, having a good time, teasing, poking fun. Everything was pure fun, all the way from picking them up all the way to get them back to my place. Now, you might think that's not that big of a deal, but it really does make the girl more comfortable, and it puts her in a different type of mood versus if I was just quiet the whole entire ride, you know? So it's really good, especially as the driver, to be the leader, to engage everyone in the car, to make everyone feel comfortable. So I was already setting myself as the leader from the very start of them getting into my car. And then we got to my place, and what we did was we went up. I'm on the 3rd story, and like I said, we were gonna play darts. So there's 2 stories to my apartment. There's a 3rd level, and then there's also the 4th level. Like, it starts on the 3rd floor, and then you go upstairs, and then we're on the 4th floor. So one of my roommates was on the 3rd floor when we walked in. So instead of just staying downstairs, I didn't want to wake him up. So we just took the darts upstairs to where my room and where my cousin's room was. And I just put the darts on my wall inside my room. Because all you have to do is like literally get the tack and just put it on the wall. That's all you have to do. So that can be really useful for y'all. Just literally get a magnetic board that you can just throw darts at as a way to pull girls back to your place. Because that's all they really need, is just an excuse to go back to your place, because they don't want to feel like easy or like a slut if you say, oh, just come over to my place so we can have sex. Something funny that happened was that there was a girl's earrings on my mirror stand, and the girl that I was talking to actually saw the earrings, and she was like, oh, whose are these? And I was like making a joke. I was like, oh, those are my mom's, you know, and she left them here. And she was like, like she didn't believe me. And I ended up just being honest with her because she didn't believe me. She was like, you know what? I like it like when guys are honest. I was like, all right, yeah, it was just the girls that I was seeing. But here, let me show you like a couple of things that she left in my room. She put her name. She wrote here as well. I gave her permission. I was like, you can just write on my whiteboard, because she was like writing on my hand. And here's the earrings that she saw. She actually put them on too. I'm gonna throw up a picture of her wearing them. I'm probably, you know, just gonna blur her face or whatever. Also, something else that happened. You can see that there's the darts. That's where we were playing darts, just right here in my room. So literally, like as soon as we got to my place, we pulled them right to our rooms. But obviously, we didn't escalate straight to, you know, having sex. We obviously played darts, joked around, had fun. They got more comfortable, and then everything led forward from there. And I just want to throw in, not to brag, guys, but she did really compliment me on everything about the experience she had from the time that I picked her up all the way to sex. You know, she's like, your game is a 10 out of 10, you know how to fuck. I feel like you guys would also benefit from learning how to actually have sex with a girl in a way that she enjoys herself, because a lot of guys just think, oh, how do I get the girl to have sex? But they don't think how to give the girl a good sexual experience to where she's gonna wanna see you again and again and again and again. Because usually most guys don't know what they're doing when it comes to the bedroom, and they're very amateur and they only care about themselves versus, you know, caring about the girl and her experience. So if you guys want to know more about that, obviously just drop a comment below to let me know, or just DM me the word transformation on Instagram and I'll get back to you. So we did end up playing darts for a little bit. It was fun. Well, what I did was, me being the leader, as I said, I established myself as that type of person. I was like, me and my girl, I didn't say my girl, but I said me and your cousin will be a team, and my roommate and you will be a team. So it was like 2v2. It was a fun competition. We did like 3 different games, and they ended up winning 2 and we ended up winning 1. And then after this, the girl was already super into me. His girl was into him. I could tell like they wanted to, you know, lead things forward, and I could tell me and my roommate also wanted to lead things forward. So after that, what had happened was I was already chilling on my bed. The girl I was with was already chilling on my bed. She was literally like getting on under the covers already, like making it pretty much like super obvious. But the problem was my roommate and his girl were still in my room. So I needed to find a way to get my roommate and his girl to his room so that I can be isolated with me and my girl. So what I did was I literally went and whispered in my roommate's ear. I was like, hey man, get her to your fucking room. I said something like that. So pretty much putting the pressure on him to find an excuse to get his girl to his room so that I can be isolated with my girl, because I could tell she wanted to lead things forward. So the girl was talking about my blanket. She like, oh, your blanket's so soft. My girl was saying that. So my roommate was like, oh yeah, my blanket's pretty soft too. And then his girl was like, oh really? He was like, yeah, here, let me show you. And he grabbed her hand and he just took her to his room. And that's how he isolated with his girl, and that's how I got isolated with my girl. Closed the door, and you know, good things happen. So that's pretty much how we went from, you know, picking the girls up all the way to closing. And this is a good also wingman dynamic as well. I'm pretty sure there's a few things that you can take from this video. If you have any questions, just be sure to leave the comments below. Or if you actually want personalized coaching from me, I'm a professional men's dating coach. I've been doing this for 7 years now. So if you want personalized help, just be sure to DM me the word transformation on Instagram, or you can just book a call with me down below with the link, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. That being said, that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.